Hello, welcome. So, I don't know what to say. These picks are crazy. I want to go through and look at the picks that Luke Donald's made for the European team, try and work out what he was thinking, hopefully give myself and you guys, the European supporters, some comfort that he's made a good decision. But ultimately I think the only people that are going to be pleased after watching this are the US fans.
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you?
So let's dive in. So I've ordered this in Data Golf Rankings. Just cut to the chase, basically. So dark blue shirts or solid blue shirts are automatic picks. These ones are the captain's picks, the outline shirt, and then without a shirt is people that have been missed out. And I think that's possibly going to be the interesting thing. So the Data Golf ranking is, if you've not watched one of my videos before, it shows where they are in terms of they're playing in the off the tee, approach play, around the green and putting. It's weighted towards more recent tournaments, and it is a much better indicator right now than official world golf ranking of where these people are in terms of everyone else. It's undeniable, they're the top handful of people in the world. Tommy Fleetwood, there was some speculation that he wouldn't have got a pick. I think that was possibly just sensationalism. He's 7th in the world. He really wasn't far off qualifying, and I think the Ryder Cup qualifying is possibly a little bit weird, but having the captain's picks, it deals with that. Tyrrell Hatton and Matt Fitzpatrick, undeniably should be on the team. Hatton's a bit of a funny one. I'm not entirely sure about him. He can run a little bit hot and cold. I think that his passion is possibly sought after in these sorts of events. The whooping and hollering. Not sure about the other side of the coin, of his emotional coin anyway. So then, like, solid picks, it doesn't get any more solid than Justin Rose. The guy has got one of the best match play records around. He's won more than he's lost in the Ryder Cup. He's 22nd in the world, not a million miles off where he needed to be. And yeah, he gets the job done. I think that foursomes is a real forte of Justin. I don't know whether this is an English thing. I'm not sure how much foursomes the European guys play outside of, Walker Cups and Ryder Cups. But yeah, Justin, my money's on him to be getting either the first or second amount of points out of the team. I think he's a really solid pick. Then we get down into this section. So Aberg, the first player in history to play in a Ryder Cup without playing in a major. The guy has been getting better. So this is the form in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and 2 years buckets, and you can see his true strokes gained per round has got better the closer we've got to today. A yellow colour indicating that he's inside the top 12 in strokes gained. So, yep, Ludwig, great pick. Now, another person who was not a million miles behind Ludwig is Stefan Jaeger. He was left out. Someone not a million miles behind them, Alexander Bjork. He was left out. Then we get down to the people that weren't left out. Some way behind, and patchy over the last 12 months. Got better, got worse again. His moving average shows that, you know, he's kind of trending up. But yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. We'll dive into these guys a little bit more in a sec. Shane Lowry, 52nd in the world on this. So this is where you see like the big disconnects between the official world golf rankings and the data golf rankings. So someone like Aberg, who's 90th in the world, and people would be like, oh, Aberg, why did that guy get a pick? You know, he's 90th in the world rankings that are pretty useless right now. 37th in the world, solid. Lowry is just not very good at the moment. Better than average, like way better than average, but way off, you know, these guys. So an interesting one. You might say to yourself, oh, but you know, Lowry's solid team player, really good in Ryder Cups. He's played in one Ryder Cup. He's not done very well. Didn't play in very many matches and was on the losing team. Not so sure about Lowry, and we'll dig in a little bit more. Sepp Straka. Now, I don't know. This is an interesting one. I could go either way with Sepp. We talked about him in a recent video about someone who is coached or was coached by the same guy that he's coached by, who now isn't and has started doing well. Sepp's doing okay. He's good in terms of official world golf rankings. He's definitely got better. He's inside the top 12 in the last 3 months at least. But yeah, there's some questions there. So if we compare like Lowry to Jaeger. Now, if I was in charge of looking at stats and working out who we're going to take to the Ryder Cup, the first place I'd be looking is this rolling stats thing. I've shown this on videos before. It's an indication, I like to call it an indication of streakiness. If you get these solid areas with density, it shows like a consistency in a particular, either a particular discipline or strokes gained overall. And sadly, Lowry's recent results are dense in the wrong direction. If we look, his putting was poor recently. Around the greens was very poor. His approach play was good. Off the tee was poor, and it just gives this kind of overall not very good, right? Last 3 tournaments, cut, 51st, cut. I'd be uncomfortable with that form going into the Ryder Cup. Jaeger, on the other hand, you know, just like this stands out as an off the chart bad, but the other bads are okay, and the density is above the graph. Putting, you know, good rounds, bad rounds, streaky, great around the greens, okay at approach play, great off the tee. Overall, solid. Last 3 tournaments, 20th, 14th and 30th. And the 30th is just his streaky putting. Now, streaky putters maybe not what you want in a Ryder Cup, but being able to putt really well when he's on gives you that option of how you putting today, get in there and get the job done. So out of Jaeger and Lowry's the mistake. There's no two ways to think about it. If we then look at Bjork versus Straka, similar story. Bjork's got this nice dense thing above the line. He's just good, basically. Off the tee, not great. Everywhere else, decent. Last 3 tournaments, 2nd, 14th and 41st. How is this guy not in the team? Right? But don't worry, because Sepp Straka's there. Hanging out below the line. Decent putting. Crappy around the greens. Decent approach. Okay off the tee. 14th, 32nd, 63rd and cut. This isn't good form. This is not the guy to take. It pains me to show this. I was hoping that I'd start digging in with you guys and maybe we'd find something out. Let's have a quick look at the forecast. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically, if you can get odds of better than 2 to 1, the US are winning this. If Europe win the Ryder Cup, I would be absolutely shocked. I'll definitely be doing a video talking about my shocked if it happens. Hope you've liked that. I hope you've subscribed already. I hope you've liked already. I hope you've enjoyed the content. I really do enjoy making these. This has been a breath of fresh air for me. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.